Anyways, guys, welcome back to the catch-up call on Wednesday. And today we will cover the bonus task. And Jonny wants to solve it. And today, Blazer, you're here, right? Hello?
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently, okay, then we have Blazer and Tenek. Maybe they can help you to solve this problem to practice your algorithm, Jonny.
hmm
Maybe you also, because now I'm sharing your screen, maybe you can, yeah, just explain what the task actually is about and what you want to do. And then I can tell you why we want to do that. Or you can tell me why I gave you this task actually.
Uh, the reason why you gave us this task is to practice.
But practice what?
To test our knowledge, what we have learned so far. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know why you
yeah.
put this specific question, gave it this one to us.
No, because of course I want you to practice, right? But this one, practice your uh, logical way of thinking even more than just doing some task like the one which I said before, like working with API or something, because that's where you actually just learn something new, right? Where you have to
hmm
study and research and read about something. But this one, this is like lead code. Have you used or read about lead code before?
No.
If you want to apply to those big companies, Fang, or whatever it's called now, Manga, like Google and also and so on, you basically have to go through those challenges or tasks where they say, given is a list of integers and you need to sort the strings by the length and find the shortest amount of characters or whatever that is. I don't know, but those are challenges which basically just train your understanding of data structures and algorithms. That's why
Okay.
I also mentioned something like time complexity, and then they say, yeah, the time complexity should be O1 or ON or whatever that is, because later on when we create or build real software, it's important that your code shouldn't take, for example, 10 seconds to get some data instead of just, I don't know, 1 second or half a second or whatever that is, because you just use another data structure or another algorithm which you simply have to learn or just get in touch. And if you do all those lead codes, like those are challenges. I think they also are called. Wait, how are they called again? Blazer, do you know the names? Rank something? I don't know. But basically, the name is lead code. And yeah, but this challenge which I gave you, um, this should practice what you already know, because that's what you have to do when I'm not talking to you or when we don't have any class or something, because you have to think for yourself. And the biggest or the best thing you can do for this one is that you actually come up with multiple ways to do that, and without googling, hopefully, because
hmm
that's the biggest challenge. But of course, in the real world and when you work as a software engineer, you always Google. But it gives you a real challenge if you try it without Googling, just with what you already know. That's why just let's jump in and see how you would do that, and then we can give you some feedback or some hints how to do that actually, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, let's just catch up with the task again. So I said, given is a list like this, words, and then you have all those strings inside, and then it says write a one-line code snippet. So your code only consists of one line, which counts and prints the amount of all characters of all words of that given list. I mean, um, yeah. Before I dive in, down
Alright.
below you have the example. So for this example, it should print 13, because if you count all the words together, like the characters, it totals in 13. And yeah, Blazer, did you want to say anything?
Yeah. When you mentioned one line, it reminded me of the things you normally say in Python. How do you call it? Not a tuple. Some type of a special thing you create in one
List
line, and
comprehension?
list comprehension. Is
Yeah.
it that you want to use?
Not not specifically, because that's the thing. I did the same in at work. I asked my data scientists and data engineering friends, and I said, guys, I need a one-line code snippet, and I just asked them, how would you do that? And all of them, without thinking, just said list comprehension. But you basically don't need a list comprehension here. It's just like the
Okay.
association is list comprehension, one line, okay. But here's the learning also for you, Jonny. If you have a data structure or algorithm, and oh no, let me ask differently. Do you know when you should use a list comprehension over a normal for loop?
Hello.
Yeah, man, he's
No.
thinking. He's thinking.
Oh,
Why would I
nice.
use a list comprehension instead of a for loop?
Yeah, let's think about that. Blazer, do you have any idea? What is this, man?
If you're just performing something really simple, maybe you would want to use list comprehension. But if your for loop's like huge and it's kind of complex, like maybe you don't want to do that in one line. It's like for clarity, and also I don't know. Yeah, you just use a traditional one.
Okay, okay.
But
Makes
it depends.
sense
It could
as
be
well.
like, yeah.
Yeah, what is this sound? Who's that? It's you, Blazer, man. Oh my god. Yeah, but the solution or your rule of thumb, the how do you say it? Daumenregel? Daumenregel is,
The rule of thumb is actually right, yeah.
yeah, okay. Your rule of thumb is, if you need to loop through something which is not so complex, and you need a list at the end, that's when you should or want to use a list comprehension. You know, because Blazor said if it's complex, you still can do it in a list comprehension. It's just yeah, it's a little bit unreadable. You know, like
Yeah.
the whole
Too
line, you
too
can't read
fancy
it.
for nothing.
Yeah, it's too fancy. Like if you have like 3 nested for loops, that looks too
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Nobody understands that, you know. But if you just have like, you need a list at the end, and it's pretty short, then just use a list comprehension, because most people think just using a list comprehension per se is always faster than a for loop, but it's not always the case. So it depends on your use case, okay? But for you right now, just use a list comprehension when you know you just have to compare something, or just to add something to your list elements, or filter something, and need a list at the end. Then you just can use the list comprehension, okay? So that was the X course. And now, Jonny, let's dive into this one. And before we do that, just one disclaimer. Like the problem most people have when they read all those tasks from lead code is that this whole sentence sounds so complicated, and they have to understand it first. But it's like in math, when you get this text assignment where you have the wall of text and you don't even know what to do, so you just have to read it one by one, like each word, and then you can understand it. So just break it into smaller pieces, and then you just get it. But I don't know if you had this problem, Jonny. Maybe you can just tell me how it went for you, and then we can start doing that actually. Oh wow, what is this? So how did you
Approach this
experience this
problem.
task? Yeah, like was
Okay.
it unclear or something? Or did you understood it?
No. To me, it was very clear.
Okay.
So in order to get the output you wanted, I knew already that I had to use some sort of for loops, or I have to iterate through the list.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I wrote down first what I would have done instead of a one-line code.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my solution.
Mm-hmm.
And now I was thinking about how can I put all this into one line.
Nice.
Yeah, but this is
Mhm.
but this is the task now. So yeah, but you gave us the hint we could use lambda functions because this is the thing we already covered. And
Yeah,
then when
you
I was
could.
Oh, okay. But when I was Googling how to use lambda functions, or like if there's a way of using lambda functions like that, I didn't find anything.
Yes,
Or maybe
because I think this issue or this problem which we have here, like to get this the total number of characters of all elements in one list, I think it's not a thing which most people need to do, or which should be a feature or something, you know. So
okay,
it's
but
not.
okay. I'm sorry for interrupting
Yeah,
you.
no problem.
Maybe I want to break this down a little bit more. Maybe I can see it more clearly. So the first things, as I said, is we have to iterate through the list.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to sort of make a print statement which prints the for example, like the element I would call element from from the list, like which prints each element from the list, with a equal sign and its length of characters.
Print statement which prints each element from the list with an equal sign and its length of characters.
And then I also have to print the sum of all characters from all the elements. So basically 3 things I have to do here.
Print the sum of. Yes. I think there's one thing which you misunderstood. What like when you look at the screen, like the output, for example, like for the example list should be only 13. This is the text down below. This was just an explanation how it got to 13.
Oh.
You know, like you don't have to do it. I just did, like, this is the only thing you should do. Like, it just should print 13.
Oh.
You know, like maybe I should have written example or explanation why it's 13. So it's actually clear, you know.
Okay, so now so basically this is then useless then. Okay, so I can remove this.
Wait, let me check.
The statement. Because I don't need to print this. Like look at what I tried here in my when I run the program now, it actually shows what you put in this code.
Exactly. Yes.
So this can be removed. Okay.
Yeah, although a comma would be missing.
Yes.
Yeah, just to make it clear, because if you do something like in the assignment, then you have to do it exactly like this, just for the people. Like yeah, but yes, but still, everything you did, this is like the a really good solution already. If you wouldn't have, or your requirement isn't to do it in one line, that's also one way to do that, and you would be done already. And this is.
But there must be a way where I can put this into one line.
Yes, of course. And I think
That's
at work, I got like 2 or 3 different solutions, and each solution has their advantages and disadvantages. Blah, blah, you know what I mean. And for example, the faster solution.
I don't understand what you mean.
Because my English
Me
so
neither.
bad.
Okay.
Man, wait, man, I need to make this guy louder here again. My God. Okay, but Johnny, so you see, actually, what you already are doing, you could just restructure it a little bit, and then or just use a list comprehension, and it also would be done already. So let's try just to use a list comprehension first, because your requirement is just to make it in one line. Not your requirement is not to find the fastest solution. That's something which I would have done later. That's maybe a bonus task for task 11. Then that I say, okay, now find a better solution which is faster, and then figure out why is it faster, you know? So let's try it.
But doesn't
Yeah.
But isn't the list comprehension there to make another list?
Yes, exactly. That's why you have to start somewhere, you know? Like you need to have some kind of structure first, and then you can optimize it step by step, you know, because the list comprehension is like, it already is the perfect solution for one line, but you just have to change something a little bit more, but we will get to this.
Sure.
Yeah. So what are you doing? What is this? The len of the list. New list. What is a new list?
New list is the name
Tanic
of my
man, why are you so
variable
loud?
too.
You're server muted forever.
Okay.
What is my mic quality?
Is it your real microphone? Your...
No, I'm on my AirPods.
Oh my god. No, no, no. So Jonny, what are we doing? New list. So you create a list comprehension now? Okay. So
This is what you said, no?
yeah, just try it first. Like what do we want to do on each element, and then just write the list comprehension. And also one thing which we want to train is to try to build this habit that you can write it by heart, you know, like that you understand, okay, now I know how to write the list comprehension. If I don't know, then you just need to look it up and make this active, how to say it, not active decision, but accept it actively that you still have to memorize the syntax of the list comprehension, so you can be faster in the future.
Can I do my expression like this?
Yeah, but I don't know what else is coming. So just let's.
I will just type it as I think, and then.
Yeah. I know what you're thinking.
No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, let's just stick to the normal approach which we always have, and remove this C plus equals part, because I get what you're trying to do. Yeah, now you just loop through each, or iterate through each element, right? But you want to do something on each element, right? So we need to count them. What is this? If x equals string.
If x is a string.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but you actually don't need this, because we know everything is a string. It would make sense if we have, if you work with data where you don't, where the data type is inconsistent, you know. But here we know it's clear. We don't need to cover this, because this is not our focus right now. So right now you just say you loop through each, through the whole list of words, right?
Yes.
And now you want to also, like, let's go one line down and say what else we need to do. We need to, like, two things we need to do. Like when you get to each element, what do you have to do? Like
get the length of
exactly.
Like
so
the length of the word.
Let's write down. Let's get the length exactly. And what else do we have to do at the end? Like when you have the length of each word, through the whole list.
We have to add the length into a new variable.
I know what you mean. But this is a step which is before the end already. But I'm talking about the very, very last step. Like when you have the length of each word, right?
Yes.
And you have like 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. What do we have to do then? Like, because when you just run this code, and then you have the length of each word, and then it says 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. But this is not the goal, right? But what is the goal here? What did we want to do? Like you wrote it in line 16 already.
Yeah, to get the sum of all
Exactly.
all characters.
And I don't know if you know, but we all remember we talked about some aggregation functions. And if we go here and say Python aggregation functions, then you see something like this. What is this? Python Data Science Handbook. Okay. What do we have here? Planets. What is all that? What is this? Oh, here, look at this. Look at this. I don't know if you know what aggregations are right now, but maybe this will help you.
I just saw a sum function.
Exactly. Look at this. You can count all the items. You can get the first, last, sum of our items, blah, blah, blah. And those are actually basic functions which you already should have seen somewhere, but we didn't talk about that. That's why I'm telling you guys all the time, don't learn what I tell you only, but also learn on top of that by yourself. And now you learned that those functions are called aggregations. You know, like they also are super important when you work with databases. Then you need to apply an aggregation or something, and that's basically what this is. Okay?
But does this require any packages or modules?
No. They you just can use them like that. They are inbuilt in Python. Okay? Yeah, man. Okay, so let's go back to your code. And what is this? So you need the length of each word. How do we get the length of each word? Because we didn't integrate this into your code yet.
By using the length function.
Yes, so let's do this first.
Can I put this into my expression here?
Can you? I don't know. Can you? Okay, now try. Let's check out what is happening. Yeah, man. Run the code. Now
It
look at
works.
this. Yeah. So now you have the whole the total length of each word.
Ha!
Oh.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Perfect. Amazing. Okay, wait. There's one thing which you can optimize.
Okay.
Try to. I don't know if that makes any change or different for you, but you could, if you wanted, remove the square brackets.
These?
Yeah,
But then, okay.
and I'll try.
Oh, that's Python for you, man.
Yeah, man. And now, yeah, and now basically, if you would write print sum blah 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 blah, then you would have it in one line.
But
Yeah.
would it be better if I put these square brackets here so people know what I did for the readability? Or does it
Yeah,
not matter?
yeah. It would make sense. But let's try it out. Let's try it out. You can do that. It's good, so people can read it better. And now I'm going to show you how to check the computation time of your code. So we can actually check the difference of the time, how long the code runs. Okay?
Wait, just let me. I want to see if I can put this into a nest string here.
What is this? What is this? You need to remove the new list now.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Why is it always in the conference room where Long is teaching Python? It's always one or two students, Long and me and Blazer.
Because nobody else is joining. And they just...
nobody else is taking the opportunity.
Yeah?
Just kidding.
That's true.
Maybe they don't have
No,
time.
no,
I
no.
don't. You
Well,
never know.
Well, you never know. But they're
Yes.
but they're also not taking the opportunity.
Maybe they don't
more,
have time, and I don't know, but
more
Maybe
one-on-one
they suck
teaching from
ass.
me.
what is it?
Maybe they suck your butt.
Ass.
What?
Long,
That's what he said.
long.
What?
I just realized I've always used list comprehensions, but I never knew the name.
Now you know, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
list
just care about
comprehensions.
doing it instead of knowing the name.
Yeah, what the hell is list comprehension?
I have...
So when you perform something inside a list, like a for loop,
What?
when you do something inside a list, like a for
do
loop,
something inside a list, man. What is this explanation?
What
Of
do you
course.
mean? What do you mean by that? What?
check
You never
the
do something
conference room
with a list
chat.
within a for loop.
No, check the chat.
Final word. It's all up to you. Final list for string in words. That's
Line 4, that's list comprehension.
Oh my god, please.
What
Okay,
does
Johnny.
it
Johnny,
do
just ignore them,
for
man.
string
And let's
words?
continue, man.
Words that fold.
It's the same thing as they're doing, it's just in Dart instead of Python.
Nice. Oh wow, you
Dude,
have
this
that
Okay,
is
well-
part?
What
Okay,
does
now
fold?
s-
What does fold do? This looks like reduce.
Reduce is similar to fold, but fold is better.
Okay, Johnny.
Okay, since we know now how to do list comprehension, what are other ways your colleagues showed you? I'm actually curious now. Or do you want to
No,
check
we-
the time of processing this code?
Yeah, but I think it's we can check the other example as well, and then check the time function, and then you see how fast both are, and then you need to explain to me why. Okay?
I will try.
Yeah, okay, because you had this amazing question in the weekly talk show thread where you said, hey, we could make a podcast on the topic. And like, what did
How
you
do
say
you
again?
Google?
Because you always mention it. If you know how to Google, your life is so much easier. And I was like, yeah, but how do you Google, man? Like,
Yeah,
what-
man,
how do you
that's
approach
totally
things?
I can
totally
explain it to
reasonable,
you.
man.
I can explain to you within 20 seconds.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it, and do it a lot.
That's not 20 seconds.
If in less than in 20 seconds, so it means it doesn't need to be 20 seconds in 20 seconds, which means a range between 0 seconds and 20 seconds.
No, then you would have said within 20 seconds, but you said in 20 seconds.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, is that so? You're gonna educate me on English? Should I fucking Google it whether I'm right or not?
Yeah, please Google that
You're
and
a
then
smart ass.
Johnny, you asked how to improve your Google your Google skills, right? Which
Basically,
is
yeah.
totally reasonable question, because I think what how do you say it? Or the biggest difference between the junior and senior developer is basically that the senior developer has Googled all the things which the junior 1,000 times already, you know, like they already Googled everything so much already, and then they I like to refer to the Google skill like that it's a machine learning algorithm in your head, because you Google something, like just ask your mother or your sister or something, or your little sister how to Google, like, I don't know, man, how to buy shoelaces on Google, on Amazon or on the internet, and then they would write something like, I don't know, maybe as an example, I want to buy shoelaces. Where can I buy the cheapest or something? Then they write whole sentences, right? Because they have never Googled before. But if I would ask you, what would you Google? Like, what would you Google?
Shoelaces.
Just
Just
shoelaces.
shoelaces. Yes.
What
And
would
see
you?
and then see what pages are coming up, and then I would open different ones and see what they offer first. And then
Okay,
unless
okay.
I
I
need
found the answer.
specific, and then need specific ones. Yeah.
In a minute. Definition of in a minute, in a very short time. So yeah, but you didn't say in a minute. You say in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Can you fucking Google? You will never Google. What does it mean to explain something in 20 seconds? It's too
Yes,
specific.
exactly,
Really
exactly.
talking about this
I did
now?
in n
Really?
minutes.
Yes, he wants to do that.
Google in n minutes.
Yeah, but if it's not 20 seconds, you would have because you see this is a definition, you would have used
know what?
in a minute,
Look,
not
who the
20
fuck does-
seconds.
Who the fuck?
Okay, wait, long.
Shut the fuck
In the
up.
POC,
Shut the fuck up, you
in the
smart
POC,
ass.
you said Blazer and me. It's not Blazer and me. It's Blazer and I. Fix your English.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Let's
Blazer
get back to
and
tutorial.
I.
Yeah, I don't speak English. Okay, thank you
No
for
one
So
does.
do we.
Let's
So
do
do we.
tutorial.
Hiya! So
What are we
much
doing?
talking, no teaching.
No one's language here is.
Okay,
no
let's
one's
go
first
back.
Language is English.
Johnny,
Okay.
you wanted to
Okay,
learn how to Google.
so wait, just let me. So, what 10x says, just do it more often and frequently, and then
Yeah.
you will learn it automatically. Okay.
Well, you're not gonna learn how to Google if you don't Google yourself.
Yeah. That's why now let's try and check out how you would Google finding a solution for this problem which we have right now.
Hmm.
Can you open Google?
Yes.
Amazing. Oh wow. Okay, let's Google. What would you say? Google.de.
The fuck is this shit?
Allah plane. So what would you Google?
The first thing I googled was for loop in lambda. And then the first thing is Stack Overflow. And there was actually a guy who wanted the same thing as I wanted. But then in the end, the guy said, yeah, userless comprehension.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's more stuff. But then you have to write,
Oh
and
my
what the
God.
hell is this? Like, and then there's another one with a map function I don't even know about. But mapping comes from something, I believe. Panda? Was it Panda?
No, it's also
Oh,
Python.
yeah. Lambda input expressions. Like, I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Okay, so you see, your first Google didn't return you anything because I think personally this is too specific. Can you maybe zoom in a little bit, please? What is happening?
Yes. I'm trying. It doesn't work. What the hell? Is it plus?
Yeah, plus, but it shouldn't change either because your whole browser's not changing. What the heck? Okay,
Crazy.
okay, doesn't matter. So, because look at this, man. You're googling for loop in lambda, which basically doesn't explain or doesn't give Google the hint that you want to count any characters or add the strings together or so. You know, that's why that already will never give you actually what you want, except if you're very lucky, right? That's why you need to add more keywords to that. Like, also, you need to add something like Python in your search bar because I mean, lambda functions, I don't know if other programming languages have something which is directly called lambda, but Python it should be one of the
Doesn't
keywords.
matter.
What do you mean?
Doesn't matter.
They do have Python is just trying to be fancy.
Yeah, I don't know.
In Java also has lambda functions. It's also called lambdas in Java.
Yeah, that's why.
But,
If you
but in
just
another language, it's called closures or anonymous function. I mean, I think it should all end up in the same. If you look up Python anonymous function, I think we will end up on lambda.
okay, so then I think the next thing is where you just have to write something which kind of explains what you want to do. So what did you want to do? What do you want to do actually? What is your problem, Jonny? Like what how would you describe it in one sentence what you are looking for?
For
Okay, makes sense. Still, it's missing the actual task, like that it wants to count strings or a list of strings. You know, like it still doesn't know that you want
but
to count.
isn't it two
Yeah,
things?
what you have to search is the objective, like what you want to
Yeah,
accomplish.
because you are just googling how to probably use a for loop in one line, but it will never show you what you are looking for, because if you google the right word or the right sentence, the result will be presented on a table like silver plate for you, man. Some list, okay, some a list of numbers.
But this is only because I know now that you can basically do the list comprehension we did earlier in order to get the numbers or like get the integers into a list, and then I can use the sum function, right?
Yeah, okay. Let's try. Can you copy the task, the given is a blah 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 sentence in your IDE so we can just read it again?
Yes, I can.
Because that's already like the thing which you should, like, we already read what we should do. So what is this? Write a one line snippet which counts and prints the amount of all characters of all words of a given list. So now try again and try to, like what Blazer just said, add your objective, like the process which you want to go through into the Google search. That's what you need to do as well, instead of just googling for loop or list comprehension or something. Because if you google list comprehension, it shows you how to write a list comprehension, like you said before, for loop in lambda. Then it just showed you how to do that. That's why it said lambda, input and expression. But that's not what you're looking for, you know. That's why you have to say something like which includes count and list. You don't even say print. You don't even need print, because print is something which you just can add by yourself. Count and count chars in a list. Yeah, something like this, for example. Yeah, finding the amount of. Oh, whoa, man! Look at this. This. What is this? Oh, look at this.
What the hell is this again?
What do you mean?
Print the sizes of words.
Wow, man.
Is
It's basically my task, man.
percentage?
No.
Words?
Just ignore the first top question, because you already know what the question is, and then you just need to go to the answer actually.
Oh, look.
They are basically doing what we are doing, and now you see they even use the same function, man. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then crazy. Oh man, now you see what I wanted to introduce you at one point, or maybe next week or this week. Look at this. Then simply sum using a generator expression. So today was the first day where you used a generator. Maybe you can read about that, and then we can cover this on Sunday as well for the other people.
Look again. It yields
exactly
a yield statement.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
now
it just returns it without saving it. That's basically what it's doing.
oh, and returns a what is a generator object?
A generator object basically is an object which you can iterate through, and it saves your data, but not like a real for loop or like a what is it, a reader object or something which goes into your memory. Yeah, but let's go back. We don't need to cover the generator right now because this is not our objective. We want to check this one. Look at this. So this guy is using exactly what we want to do. So you see, if you know how to Google exactly what you wanted to do, you would have found the solution in 5 seconds, right? And now let's check and go down. Maybe there is another example which we also can use, but I don't think. What is all this? Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. Lens.
Convert it to a string.
What is this? Length of string? No man, this is not. This is not what it's doing. Nice. Okay, so you see, this is like the first answer which you got that already is what you were looking for. So you don't need this page anymore. Now let's go back and try to find another solution with your Google skills, right? And now let's go down. Let's check out what they have. So what do we have? Look at this. Count numbers of characters in a list. Yeah, let's check out this one. Okay, what is this, man? Oh my god. Okay, let's go down. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is what I always don't like about Stack Overflow. Even people praise this website, but for me, this is like not helping at all. Like, look at this, the sorted map length text split. And then what the hell is he doing? I would have to Google all of these functions before I even understand what he's doing.
Yeah, that's no problem because, I mean, for me, when I look at that, I totally understand what he's doing, you know?
Yeah.
It's just because you don't know what sorted is doing, what map is doing, because map basically is a lambda function which look at this line, this orange line where it says map len text dot split. Yeah, or this other one, it doesn't matter. Like what it does is like just go to let's start from the map, okay? Map says take the len, like it takes the len, and len is a function, right? And take this function and apply it on the text, but it always also says take the text which is above, which says some text from file blah blah blah. No, like the green text. Okay.
He splits it and removes all the spaces, right? With split.
Yeah.
Is that right?
He takes the whole string and puts it into a list. So the text dot split basically creates this list which has all the words as an element. So it says some, comma, text, comma, from, comma, blah 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 blah, and then it just says, okay, now map this function which is called len on each element of this list. But he just didn't say it's a list. He knows that text.split creates a list. You know? Just copy this line and then you will see that. Just copy the 2 lines and then put it into your
Do I need this though?
No, you don't need it. You don't need. Because you can see we don't use collections or counter. Just put it here and then you will see what happens. Yep, let's go. You see? Okay, now let's remove this sorted, because sorted is just sorting your numbers.
Oh, sorted. Oh, okay, cool. No. Okay, cool.
Just remove this, okay.
This, and then one less bracket.
Okay, wait. Before you do that, go into line 17 and write print type text dot split brackets close and so on. Type, yeah. And then below that, press Ctrl D and then just write, now remove the type. Just write text dot split. And then you see what's happening, actually. Just remove the type, yeah. Okay, let's go. What
Why
this?
is
Oh
my
no, print
E so
man.
low?
There's a T. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
So what do we have? Oh, look. The first one is a list. The second one is like the type list, and now it really is a list. And now you see in the last one, it will just tell you, the map function is a lambda function, and this is how a lambda function works. Like it takes the first argument, which you have right now. This is len, okay, and len is your function which gets the amount of characters a string has, right? Like len and then your string.
Yes.
And then take this function and apply it on each element of this list, which is called text.split. Because it's a list. So you basically could, can you go in line 18 and assign text.split a new variable name, which is called my list or something?
Sorry.
Just go to line 18 and say my list equals text.split instead of print. So you have a new variable.
Why is it so laggy now?
I don't know. Yeah, remove the print. Okay, now remove text.split and replace it with my list. So now it's a little bit clearer to you, right? That it takes the len function and puts it on each element of this list. So that's basically what the lambda function is doing, and map is just basically the same. So you can check that map and lambda functions or filter or sorted, they basically are lambda functions. No, maybe sorted not so much. Okay, now you have a map object. And now let's try to put it as a list again. So you just transform it in a list so you can read it as a list. Yeah, just write list.
Can I just do this brackets?
I don't know. Probably. Let's check it out. No, just write list then.
Jonny, have you already learned classes?
I did. I dived into it. Yes.
Okay, good.
It's the same way as map.
Can
No,
you
no.
already write?
List bracket. List
The same way,
brackets.
the same way you created the map.
No.
Yes.
List and normal bracket without the equal sign.
The same way you created the map.
Yeah, like just say list and then this bracket like map bracket.
Not square bracket.
Yeah, the normal bracket. Exactly. And now let's go. You need to print it. Yeah, man.
Wait,
Okay.
the split work like that
No,
without
just
specifying a separator?
you could specify it as a this. I think it would be the first parameter or something.
It's optional.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
want, it does
But
that by default.
it's by default a space then.
No, I think.
By default, it puts it in a list of commas.
Yeah, I don't even know what the default is, but
I mean, it
It
looks
will-
like it's a space by default. It should be based on the result.
yeah, could be. I think so too. Yeah, but doesn't matter. Look at this, Jonny. Now let's copy this line again, and instead of list, write sorted.
Just from observing, we are missing a word here, no?
What do you mean?
Because this has 3 characters. I don't see any 3.
Oh, really?
Oh, there is it. Oh, because you didn't sort it. Sorry. My bad.
Okay, copy, duplicate.
Okay.
No,
We have
D
to-
man. Control D. Control D.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
And now
You're
write
back.
sorted.
Control D always copies the line before.
Yeah. Like where you're at. Or like
Control D
if
for
you
duplicate.
highlight a word, it will just duplicate the word. Okay, now print it, man. Boom. You see, list creates or converts your map object into a list, and sorted already returns a list for you because they know if you sort something, you want to sort a list, and then it already returns the list for you. That's what the sorted is doing.
Okay. Can I also do this?
this? Oh, interesting. Yeah, man, let's do it. Ooh.
Just to understand it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so now it has. Okay, so every element is a string here.
Try count
this
as
is-
well.
What?
Count. Count is an aggregation function as well. Yeah, man. Let's go.
No.
No, just pray. Maybe it should work. Oh my god,
Nope.
what is this? Round?
Round.
I don't know. Actually, it should work. I don't know. Maybe count is not integrated. I have no clue. No, it doesn't work like this. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay, but this is interesting.
Count.
So just to understand the map. So basically, what map the function means? What do I have to do and where?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's basically what you do. But you see, the map is it works, and you also could write a function there. You know, like instead of my list, you could put in a function which gets a list or something, and then it does something on that. But it's a little bit limited. That's why you have lambda functions, which basically do the same, but you have more room or like freedom to adapt your whole lambda function, the code to add some logic into it, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's try something else. Like, I don't know if I should Google it with you now, or I just give you the homework to find this out, and I just tell you now how to check the runtime. I think that makes more sense instead of just giving you the example. Because then now you know a little bit better how to Google, and then you can find something else. Because
Funny thing is, today I actually watched a video about a guy talking while a while loop takes longer than a for loop.
oh really? Why is that?
Yes. Because Python somehow changes into C or C sharp. Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
And then executes something.
Oh, yeah. There are some libraries for Python or something in Python. It needs to be converted to C and then executes.
Yeah, like on the lower level of the code, the lower
Yeah.
like the binary
Because
level.
Python sucks. It's slow compared
Okay,
to everything else.
That escalated quickly, but I just wanted to say that Python and C are kind of related, and some libraries or packages, they take advantage of C because it's way faster, and then it just converts it into that one, and then it executes it faster. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but
And then you look, he's using this
oh
time
yeah,
if or
exactly.
something.
Exactly, man. That's what we are looking for right now, and we are doing that.
Okay.
So just use like import the timeit function.
Do I need to install it first?
No, just use it. And for your information, you can import any package anywhere. You don't have to do it at the top,
Oh, okay.
because
But
sometimes
for convenience, oh my god, see long?
what?
Do it at the top, please.
No, don't listen
For
to
this,
them, man.
okay. For this, I think for this
Tenek,
task we just put it
Tenek?
here.
Yeah.
Do
it.
Oh my god.
No, because sometimes you have packages which take a lot of time to import, and maybe you just use it at one specific spot in your code, and instead of already loading it, and you don't use it, just use it when you have to use this code snippet which requires this
Yes.
package.
This is why, Johnny, you need to use functions or classes.
Yes.
Currently, we just throwing code at the paper. It needs to be encapsulated.
Blazer, how about I invite you as a collaborator and you teach them classes because you love them so much?
Maybe not.
What?
Definitely yes.
Did you just reject me?
I didn't reject you. I rejected you. I said maybe not, but definitely yes.
Okay, Johnny, copy this and use this function. Do you know how to use it?
But in this case, he created two functions.
Yeah, just
in order to check it.
copy timeit. Or just write it yourself, man. I don't care.
I was gonna say, do you realize this is a YouTube? How is he
Time
gonna
it.
copy that?
True. Okay, yeah, time it or time. Like you use the time it function from the package time it. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, just for your understanding, write in line 22, write import time it as TI. And then write TI.time it.
Okay.
Now it's a little bit better to understand. And now in this function, what is the sound? Man, this bad mic again. In this function, you have to write your code as a string. Like the code which you want to execute. Forget this, man. Forget this. Forget this.
While loop number 1.
Just forget it. Forget it. Just go into your code and copy. Sorted. Oh yeah. No. Go to. Yeah, let's like line 4 and copy the part which is in the. Yeah, like copy the whole thing, man. Instead of except of print.
Does the f string need the brackets in order to work? No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we need to do some small changes. Okay. Now instead of f string, we use the format. you know the other type how to print variables instead of f string, where you have to write dot format and then you pass in the argument and.
No, I don't know. Never
Okay,
heard.
then let's do it. Like remove the f and also the sum. Yeah. And now quotation mark. Oh no, actually you don't need that, man. Wait. No, you don't even need that. Just remove the brackets, yeah? And the other bracket. Yeah, okay. Now oh no, now you need it because you see this code now, just regardless of the time it function, this code now has words, right? But words is a variable, and right now it doesn't understand that words is your list which you have on top. That's why you need to replace this, and now let's replace it with a placeholder which is called curly brackets. Like remove words and replace it with curly brackets. Exactly. And now after the quotation mark, write dot format. Yeah, and now brackets. And now if you have two brackets, like a pair of brackets or two of them, like they are mapped to the order of the variables which you put in this function now format. And now, so you just have one, so you say words.
Kannst du es bitte nochmal auf Deutsch sagen?
Okay, in deinem String, ja, da wo die Gänsefüßchen sind,
Ja.
da kannst du immer geschweifte Klammern schreiben. Ja? Und wenn du jetzt 2, 3, 4 Stück schreibst, dann bedeutet es, deine Punkt-Format-Funktion muss auch 3 oder 4 oder 5 oder wie viele du auch hast, Variablen haben, weil die werden dann mit den Klammern ersetzt. Verstehst du?
Also sprich, wir haben hier eine Curly Bracket, bedeutet muss hier mindestens ein...
Genau. Da muss jetzt eine Variable rein und die war Words. Genau, und jetzt ist es genau das Gleiche, wo du nur ersetzt. Verstehst du? This is another type how to print your string and like a dynamic printing or dynamic changing. What? Oh my god, I don't know. Dynamic way of manipulating your string while printing it or whatever you want. Okay, for each blah blah in string you have to add a variable. Exactly. Because about the other ones, you know, like sum, len, for, x, in, those are not variables, so you don't need to replace them. Right? And now just run it.
Do I need to print it?
Yeah.
Oh, so many brackets at the end.
Yeah, normal, man, normal. Look, Now you see this whole thing took half a second,
Okay.
like 0.547 or so. And can you go up and towards? Yeah, now right after line 3, like at the end of line 3, star, and now 10. So
What
now
does this mean?
you just multiply this list by 10. So you have this list 10 times.
Okay.
So the list is, it's up to you 10 times. It's up to you, it's up to you, it's up to blah, blah, blah. And then run it. And now it will take 5 seconds, maybe, if it would be like proportional. But you see, it's a little bit faster, so it's just 3.44 seconds. And that's how you can measure the computation time of your code.
Code. Okay.
And yeah, now you know how to use that as well. You can apply it on anything. And now what would be interesting is to see how, like, can you do the same for list and sorted for line 19 and 20? Then you can see, for example, what would be faster, you know, like, or just how long it will take to do that. You know what I mean? Like, just copy the te.timeit function. Yeah, now just put it, like, just put list map len my list, like line 19 into it.
Okay.
Oh no, actually, forget the list thing. Let's do the other one. Like, you had the other example. What did we want to do? Can you go up a little bit? What did we have? The len. Oh yeah. You remember we had the sum, and then you wanted to leave the brackets there, so it's a list, and then it summarizes the list. But with this one, now we know that it's a generator object. You could see how fast this would be, just to see what it does. Because can you copy this line again? Oh no, let's just scroll down, and now just copy the line 24 again, and instead of the general, the whole line, yeah, or like that. Bracket missing, exactly. And now just write sum bracket and then square brackets. No, in front of len, because you wanted to have a list. And now you can see if that changes anything. Let's check it out. So now it does it 2 times, so 3 dot something. And now let's check what this is. Oh, look at this. You see? Now it's even faster. But if you really want to know if it's really like that, you have to do this test like 100 times. And there are other packages which do that for you. And then they run a test 100 times, and then they give you the average runtime, how long it took, so you know how it really is like, just to have more data. But now you see, if you use a generator, it saves memory. You know, it would save memory, but this list which you have, it's faster, like 1 second or something. And then this is how you can understand time complexity and understand the data structures. And then when you stream data, or if you work with big data, you know when to use what. Okay. Now the first thing for today and the last thing is internalize that generator objects should be used if you need to save memory. Okay, that's a big learning. That's really important if you want to save memory. A generator does mean it's faster. It only means, or like the biggest reason is that it saves memory. Okay.
But how do you know when this is a generator object?
When you don't have, like, the generator object gets generated when you use normal brackets, not curly or square brackets. Like, this is the indicator, you know, like just normal brackets. Like in line 4, you see those brackets, and if you just write it like this without sum, like just copy line 4 where it says sum bracket bracket, like the part between sum and with a bracket. Just copy it and go down. Oh yeah, or whatever. Yeah, and remove sum and leave the brackets. Leave the brackets. Yeah, and now like write type in front of it so you actually see what's happening, the type of that one. But you need to add another bracket for the because now you just say so you know that this is your actual generator. But maybe it also understands it like that. Just try it out, man. I don't know. Yeah, look at this. You see? Oh wow. Now it says class generator. Because of because now just write copy line 5 where it says bracket len blah 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 broads bracket. Yeah, and now give it assign it a variable. Like just say a or whatever you want equals len blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Then you understand it. Just copy it with the brackets, or even without. Actually, you don't need it. But if you do the brackets, you understand it clearer that it is a generator object or class.
You need the bracket.
Yeah, but now, yeah, exactly. Because if you are outside of a function, you need to add it. No, it's not the length. It's outside of the length.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like this. Now you like just this part. This is the generator. Now print a, or just print a, man. Print a.
Oh, print a.
And then it will just say a generator is something. Yeah. And this is your indicator that this is a generator. Just the normal brackets. The cur? No, I don't know how they call it, man.
I would call them normal brackets too.
Yeah. Okay. So that's just a very how do you say it? Small visit into this topic, but you already know a lot about generators because it took me like 1 year before I actually touched generators and yielded something. So you already
No. I don't think I understood this very well.
Yeah. That's why I said we just
I need to read
dived
about this
into
again.
it. Yes, we dived into it. I didn't really explain it yet, but we will maybe do it on Sunday. But let's see, because as you know, it's not that important right now. But it's good that you heard about that, and then we can talk about that the next time in detail. Okay? And yeah, so I think now we solved this task already. You learned a couple of new algorithms and principles, and I hope that was insightful for you.
Of course.
And yeah, so let's just finish this up, and thank you for joining. I hope that helped you and also the people or you who is watching. And yeah, see you next time on Sunday. This was just the catch-up call where I just help you on any topic which you want, which I know about. So if you have something which I don't know, I have to look it up myself. But so far we haven't anything which goes beyond that, but it would be interesting to check something like that. And yeah, next time we probably will dive more into APIs and web scraping. And yeah, but see you next Sunday. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the next session, or just join our Discord, right? So Jonny, say your last famous words, man.
Like and subscribe the YouTube video so the YouTube algorithm knows we're actually making good content for you guys.